I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels.
Week 35 is full of religious type holidays. Kicked it off Tuesday at Seder. We were all invited by Jenny to celebrate Passover, the Jewish holiday. It wasn't a very traditional Seder, but it definitely rocked. Everybody made their own dish, so it was a potluck type thing. I made, thanks to Steph, this delicious bean salad, which she had made for us last Cinco de Mayo, I think. It was easy to make, and it was yummy, and it has like protein and all that kind of stuff, since it was a vegetarian Seder. When I finally got to where Jenny was having the Seder, she was kind of freaking out because there was a lot of cooking to be done, and there was about, I don't know, 20-something people coming in an hour, and she wasn't quite ready. Me being me and loving to cook, I was like, hello, hey, I'll help. Chef Sam was on her way to making a vegetarian Seder dinner, helping Jenny. Slowly the house filled with people, and we all finally took our seats and read from the Haggadah. We all took turns reading different things. After about an hour and a half of reading, we finally got to eat. Everyone was starved by this point. We had some matzah, of course, as the Haggadah called for, but we were all ready to dig into the yummy stuff we had made. Caught one of my last trains home, and I was glad I was invited to the Seder. It really hit home for me and reminded me of last year when we did it at Michelle's house, and it was quite a lot of fun. The only sad thing was we didn't have Manischewitz. They don't sell Manischewitz in Germany. Sad story of my life. Got a few awesome things in the mail this week. For one, I was invited to Claire Porter's wedding. Yes, you heard correctly. My friend Claire Porter, who I met in Australia, is getting married in Texas in May, and I can't be there. Sometimes this program really takes a toll on you because, you know, you want to be in places, you want to experience things with your friends wherever they are, but you have to stay here and do your whole ambassador thing. I'm very excited for Claire. I can't believe I'm old enough that my friends are getting married. This was my first actual wedding invitation. It makes me kind of freaked out that my friends are getting married. You know, like, whoa, slow down, life, slow down. I also got my package from Leah, which she had sent way back in February, but FedEx totally lost it. I was able to pick it up at one of the centers here and basically made me cry. It was so epic. Here is the box, all right, at the top, Cardboard Box Productions, that's our production company. And look at the inside of this. It is full of pictures of us and cool quotes. And just super epic awesomeness. And I have this for my desk now. That's the crew, Cardboard Box Productions. Don't mess with the gangsters. Anyway, I was at Alex's house and I was screaming and I thought, oh, well, he probably thinks I'm crazy, but pff, I don't care. Speaking of Alex's house, we watched a movie that night. I went to catch my last train, was on the train, and then realized I have Leah's package in my hand, but not my purse. Host family, gone. Budapest. Do I have a key? No. What do? Get on the train back to Alex's house. Thankfully, Alex has a car and he drove me home. It was very nice of him to do so. Still feel kind of like a dumbass for forgetting my purse, but hey. Thursday, met up with Becca and Felix to go to Asphalt. Turns out the line was extremely long, and even though we were on the guest list, we didn't get in, so we decided why not go to Tube Station. Line also extremely long. Well, we got to the front of it and they're like, no, this is too full. Awesome. So I went home. Friday, I flew to Budapest, Hungary to meet my host family, dropped my stuff off, and went on the walking tour led by Andreas. My host dad was awesome at giving the tour. He knows so much about Budapest. I mean, he's been there like over 300 times or something like that, which is incredible. It was getting dark, so we decided to go for a drink at the wine bar. The wine we had was really delicious. Some Hungarian wine, of course. Gotta try the things of the land. Then we went to a pretty trendy bar restaurant thing. We ate this langos pizza, which was mouth-watering good. After that, we hit up a Mexican restaurant bar for a few margaritas. That's where me and Andreas met up with David, Tunde, and Tunde's friend. After drinks, we all headed to the club, minus Andreas. He's like, I guess I shouldn't club where my son's going. There's a line. That was sweet of him. I'm sure David appreciated it. We get into this club. This place is huge. I mean, there is even a karaoke room in the club. And you know I did karaoke, right? Of course I did. They dared me as if, like, I wasn't gonna do it. Of course I did it. We danced most of the night in like this techno house room, I don't know, whatever Davi likes as music. Had a lot of fun dancing till 3 a.m. Walked over to the apartment, went to sleep, and woke up early just to go touring once again. Andreas took me walking around the city. We got to see more of the sights in the daylight. You know, we saw Parliament, the cathedral, just walked around town. Budapest is beautiful. After walking for a few hours and a haircut, we headed to Adrienne's mom's house for Easter dinner. I got to meet Adrienne's brother and sister and their children. Dinner was really nice. We feasted. I assume we ate some typical Hungarian food. It's like this meat encrusted in some kind of bread, yummy salads, and of course, dessert. The next day, we woke up at 4 a.m., really 3 a.m. because of daylight savings time, to go on a hike for Jesus. We hiked up a mountain before dawn in the pure darkness, trudging through the muddy, watery snow in the rain to go to the top of this mountain, which Adrienne's brother does every year because he's a pastor, and he gave Easter Mass. It took about an hour to get up there, and it was really kind of this cool experience. Like, I wasn't sure what was going on. Is this real life? It's so early. The weather was crazy. Then at the top of the mountain, it was windy and pouring down rain. Just warm enough for it to rain, but cold enough for me to be freezing. Regardless, it was a really cool experience. I'm glad I did it. We hiked back down that mountain, found a flat tire on the car, and well, called it a day. No, we didn't. We headed to Adrienne's brother's house before heading back to the apartment to prepare, well, the next meal, Easter lunch. Had Easter lunch with the family, which was very nice. There was duck and lamb. Later that evening, David and I saw Argo in the movie theater. The movie was awesome. The fact that it was a true story makes it even cooler. The next day I woke up and did some more touring of Budapest. The day was beautiful, sunny, bright, warm. People were crawling all over this place. It was really so nice. The vibe was great, and I'm sure in the summer it's really buzzing. So I definitely got to get back to Budapest. I had a wonderful time with my host family. We drove the 8 hours back to Berlin. We hit 4 European capital cities in one night. Started in Budapest, drove through Bratislava, ate dinner in Prague, and ended up in Berlin. And if you want to, we can count Dresden as a state capital. Hello, 5 capital cities. 1 drive. You know what time it is. It's time for the week in review.
Theaters can be like 6 hours long, and they're really boring for the most part. So I wrote this, and I'm pretty into the way it came out. So we'll read around for a while, and then when we get bored of that, we'll just do the, we'll just do the symbolism things. To begin, so I guess I'll start. So this isn't the Haggadah for Jews or Goyim, or atheists or Christians.
And that's exactly what we did. Thanks, Jenny. Here's our bountiful amount of food. And that's basically Juan reading parts of the Haggadah. And, well, Jenny, of course, read a lot of it. And she's now lighting the candles ceremoniously as it's supposed to be lit by a woman. And, well, she is one. So that's one of the many glasses of wine that we drank that night. Yes, at Seder you drink a lot of wine. Budapest, we are finally here. This is a little park area right outside the apartment. As you can see, it's a big old courtyard with a park. It's really beautiful. That is Parliament. Isn't it gorgeous? We tried to see if any of them would fall down the ladder, but they didn't. Here is the skyline. What you're looking at is the Buda side of Budapest. And now, I'm not quite sure what this building is, but damn, it's gorgeous. There in front of you is the cathedral. Now, go inside. It's really big in there and absolutely beautiful. We were on en masse in Good Friday, so this is that trendy bar where we ate that langosh pizza, yum yum yum, and now Springfest. A little cold for Springfest, but people still came out and were good old troopers for it. Here we are walking the city on Saturday. As you can see, the architecture is awesome, and well, this cool little dragon guy. We are walking along towards this market right here where you can get a lot of fresh food. Everything looks really yummy except for maybe the fish, which were in these weird old containers, but here's everybody buzzing around looking for something to buy. Woohoo! These are the fish I was talking about. Doesn't look like I want to eat them, but hey, you never know. As we see an overview of the market, we head across the bridge to go see some more of the sights. This is a church thing built into a mountain, super beautiful, just like this, which was one of my favorite things. It's like they carved it out of there. So awesome. This is at Adrienne's mom's house, the remnants of our delicious Easter dinner, and now this is the trudge up the Jesus walk. Listen to the sounds of the darkness. Now you can take a good look of all the mud we were walking in. Not too easy, you know? Had everything dirty, wet, but still one of the coolest experiences for sure. This is a view from the balcony on the apartment in the city. And it was a beautiful day outside, so I went out to explore Budapest. Look at that freaking skyline. I mean, how gorgeous. The sun is shining, it was warm. Oh, here is a great view of the cathedral, is what I believe that is. And this man, he was a very charismatic old chap, but not too good on that violin. Now I'm looking from the castle towards Parliament there. And this thing right here, I'm not sure what it is, but you can go in it. It's an open castle courtyard kind of thing, and it was really pretty. This is a church. The tile roof was beautiful. Here's a second look in case you didn't catch that the first time. And, oh, this is actually my favorite place, right here. Look how pretty that is. I don't even know what it is. No idea. It's super beautiful. I was kind of getting lost through the streets of Budapest and finding my way to these pretty churches that just happen to be popping up all over the place. Once again, that is Parliament from the other side of the river, from the Buda side. Very, very nice. See the cargo ship going by. Yeah, take a nice long look. Ha! We are now in Prague. Oh, yeah. Message from host family. Damn. That is a high fence. Ganz einfach, whatever.
You do it now. I film.
You film me?
I throw over some things, some caviar.
And we die. Okay, say hi, guys.
Hi,
guys.
We're gonna be on the video blog now.
Ja, endlich, endlich nach 36 Wochen, endlich.
36 Wochen. Ja, hast du etwas zu sagen, oder?
Nein, mir fällt jetzt nichts ein, ich bin so schüchtern.
Bitte.
Wir sind in Prag,
Wir sind in Prag.
am Altstädter Ring.
Genau.
Jetzt eigentlich weiterfahren.
Nach 36 Wochen endlich in Prag.
Please take this American girl out of our house.
Ja.